217.
217.
Suspect, 30-year-old black female named Aisha. 5-pound heavier valve. And for previous from Unit 2.
Copy, thank you.
You're welcome, 12 minutes.
So we are back
223, case number, please.
after a short stop at the M&H gas station on Arcane
225,
Minnehaha.
your case number is 082
Ran into
513.
a couple nice people.
What's the last three?
Well, more than a couple.
513.
Thank you.
You're welcome, 15 minutes.
Well, you know, there's a limit on your personal pages to 5,000 friends, which unfortunate that it is, but thankfully you can also click and follow a person's page to get notified if there's a posting or some type of live video event starting. And of course we have the other Live on Patrol page, but every once in a while, well, I try to keep my friend list at 5,000, but every once in a while, I notice it drops a couple, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Which means that someone got mad at something that we said.
Right.
So tonight it dropped from 5,000 to 4,998. And according to our moderator, it's because a couple people didn't like that I recommended people take the vaccine. So, you know, here's the thing. I don't have any control over whether you do or don't. I'm just telling you the science on how viruses work. And you do what's best for you. But there's no question that the more viruses are allowed to roam around, the more they mutate. And I've had both vaccines. Pretty much our entire department has. And if you don't want to have it, God bless you. I'm just watching what's happening around the rest of the world. And
suspicious stuff reporting a large group gathered in the parking lot in 15 minutes.
if we don't get to 60 to 70% immunization, we're going to have a hard time controlling this virus in our culture. So that's not what we're about here at Live on Patrol, but we are going to come across and have differences of opinion now and then. Even Pat and I have differences on certain things, but the thing about it is,
we're grown.
Yeah, we gotta look for commonality. No one's forcing anybody to get anything. So anyhow, I'll do tonight when I get home is I'll go back to look at the most recent friend requests and add a few and to get to the 5,000 figure, and then next time a couple will get mad about something else.
Mm-hmm.
I'll tell you what, emotional maturity is huge in this life. I don't know where we got to the point that some people feel that their anger helps their argument. Passion is one thing, but anger is another thing.
215. You have TC call the original prompt on this.
State Patrol attached with OPAC 1. Pursuit that was terminated, last seen westbound from Lindo.
Westbound.
711.
Not coming our way.
I think.
Southbound either DuPont or Emerson from Dowling.
Well, let's see how the party went. How'd the party
go?
On site boy, Tom George 893.
It was what?
06.
It was dumb. Did they like the peaches?
Yeah, did you bring them?
He did.
Yeah.
You should have came back at 10 and kicked them out.
You're supposed to call us.
I did.
Have a good night.
Copy that, thanks.
So we are going to play it by ear. How much longer we go?
It's a fun fact I wanted to looking at earlier today about I don't think I can.
Can you put us on an AOA with stage at Maryland and 35?
Three 46 Metro.
346.
Alright, I'm in the area of the address. Any luck with flight?
So that's Stolten over there. It sounds like
They were
they're
monitoring.
still looking for it.
Yep.
Okay, just keep the patch up just for a minute or two and I'll advise.
21 minutes.
346 myself and 297, I'll look in the area. Why don't you wait before you make contact? Yep, I'm staging. Just bug down here.
And I copy, you're going to check the area. The caller's subscriber's address is far away from this area, but he was pinging within 1,100 meters of this address. We have no further information, and you'll just be checking the area for Hispanic male in this 20. At 21 minutes.
Meet at 33rd and Irvin.
Quite the truck there, huh?
No kidding.
Bravo 382.
Bravo 382.
Now, did you happen to see
I can put me out at Arcade Minnehaha.
the chief, St. Cloud chief on TV?
No, I'm sorry, the what?
St. Cloud chief?
Arcade
No, I
Minnehaha.
didn't.
22 minutes.
Well, was it Channel 4 did a show, news article. And, I don't know. I mean, I thought, well, I think for the most part, he did a nice job. I was concerned about, I don't even know if I can get it to play here, but I couldn't get it to play on my car anymore. I don't know why that is, but Chief Blair Anderson. We'll talk about it tomorrow or whenever we're out later, but there's one concern.
Bravo 382.
Bravo 382.
Striking vehicle flat is going to be
Oh, Rich in Queensland, Australia. Happy Anzac Day.
Papa Zulu 977. They're uncertain what type of vehicle was, but it's going to be a dark vehicle. No injuries. Probably going to need a squad here. I'm not sure this vehicle can be moved. It'll probably have to be towed.
Right after we left.
Where's that at?
Over at the M&H.
Huh.
Arcade mini,
That's weird. Yeah, we try to keep it.
And just information, 2 squads. That vehicle, that was the striking vehicle, the plate given registers to a Dodge Silver Journey, registered address in Rosemount.
Silver Dodge Journey.
And 312, can you head to Arcade Minnehaha and handle that accident in run?
En route.
24 minutes.
Someone must have seen which way it went last, huh?
Let's see if there's any update on it.
This dispatcher does a really nice job. But she's clear and crisp, you can hear her. What's the odds of that happening 2 minutes after we pull out of the parking lot?
MPZ 977.
Just quiet, slow patrolling under 30 miles an hour with our eyes scanning is what really is the core of patrol officering.
Indeed.
And normally, if we weren't live, we'd be in the alleys 20% of the time. So,
Bravo 382.
for your sake, we don't go in the alleys as much.
I guess you can cancel the East car and mark it S&R. We just all got here. We're not sure to make contact yet.
What happened?
They decided they don't want to make a report on the hit and run.
This car is this Cadillac that was watching this before? Oh, it's running into that car all the time.
That explains why.
It's a Domino's guy, yeah.
Or he's being very slick.
Very clever. $36 degrees out. Oh, just changed to 35. It's getting cold. They said that it was going to frost tonight. It might be the last night of frost.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's, to me,
Yeah, I know that. But I'm trying to verify the. Yeah, I knew that.
Somebody said YouTube is not working. I'm going to go check that right now.
Huh. Well, that's no good. I know we turned the.
Yeah, it's working for me.
Well, the comments are off, but.
Well, YouTube is up and running. You might want to leave the app and come back in.
Well, I have a hard time finding it sometimes too myself, so, but I think it's on mine because it's on my account. But you're sure that it's running?
Yep.
You're watching it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. It'd be great someday if we have no technological difficulties. Here's the thing, I don't complain about computers anymore because I remember I had one of the very first desktop computers.
That's right, you did.
It was made by Texas Instruments. IBM and Texas Instruments in 1980 both had a race to produce the best desktop. There was Compaq, that was another company. IBM eventually won the contest, but Texas Instruments had a great product. There were dual floppy drives on both of them with 8 megahertz on a floppy. 5-inch floppy.
You still got it, though, your floppies,
I
don't
I
you?
saved it all. For history, it's going to be an antique. And it still runs. MS-DOS 1.0.
30 minutes.
Got the boxes. But the thing is, you used to log on, you had to use your Hayes modem, your 8 megahertz modem. You had to wait for, I don't know how long it was, several minutes to even log on. Then you had to wait for your computer to run. You had to boot up your operating system.
Getting a red here.
On which car?
The one that just turned. Let's see what it is here. Nope, just a similar date, birthday.
Okay. But, so, after years of just waiting and typing line type in for different programs, oh my goodness, this is before Apple developed the Windows concept. I'm just happy with whatever we got now, 40 years later. GFF 356. There's another one behind us that's concerning to me. I'm gonna check that out when it turns. But that one, leaving with GFF 356. I parked.
The other one was all good.
Huh?
1600 block of Sherwood.
Okay. What's he doing down here? He's supposed to be up at your location.
Sure has been quiet up here, hasn't it?
Well, the one son is in JDC. So that really helps the whole equation. Was the door propped open, or is somebody standing there? It's propped.
Door propped.
Okay. say hi here. I don't know who the heck this would be. Ready?
Yep. How you doing?
Hey,
Everything all right?
yes, sir.
All right. Have a good
The
night.
neighbors called, said they saw a suspicious car in the neighborhood. Do you live around here? Or?
Yeah, I got it, right here
Right here?
on 1732. I'm there.
Oh, 1730. Is that your brother? You have a younger brother too there?
Yeah,
What's his name? Amari or no?
Amir.
Amir, yeah.
That's right.
Yeah, you used to hang with Jaden on back side of the alley, right?
Yeah, I guess so. I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah, they were. I mean, Amir wasn't too bad, but Jaden used to steal cars all the time.
I don't know why my brother hanging with him like that. We trying to get him away from
You
all
should
this.
you should do that, you know.
Yeah.
Hey, but you know, just do anything you can. We're rooting for him, you know.
Thank you, bro.
He's got a nice
All right.
kid, a nice smile, but just do what you can do to do your part. We'd be really grateful.
Bro, I'm trying, because I don't want him out here like that anyway, so I'm going to do my part. I'm a big brother. That's what
That's
I
a
gotta
good
do
big
anyway.
brother.
Yeah.
Thanks a lot.
Yeah, thank you guys for
You-
you being that concerned.
You bet.
Thank you.
Thank you. Small world,
Yes,
isn't
indeed.
it? We just gotta keep helping kids, especially if you got family members that want to help them. Right?
Mm-hmm. That's a big part of the battle.
Finding people that want to help them.
They'll turn over at 34 minutes.
Every day we work this
Vehicle
job.
is continuing west on Aurora. Not stopping.
They're not stopping much longer.
Every day we work it gets. We realize how small this town
We
is.
are
isn't it?
following behind the vehicle at the speed limit.
It's too bad. I feel bad for those guys
Yep.
that they have to.
65 at copy route 21145 Westminster for male walking around vehicles in the back lot. Male's name is Somalian, wearing gray shirt, dark views. 37.
One 163, I'll be pulling into a lot at Virginia and Aurora.
Pulling into a lot at Virginia and Aurora.
What does that mean?
One 163, can you add Minnesota plate, Foxtrot, Whiskey Zulu, 624 to the window?
I can flip through with you.
Is it getting hazier? Is that because of the temperature?
I think so.
Approaching 32. The camera does a pretty good job.
163, for code 4.
I think we'll for 30.
What do you think? Is he gonna go through that light? Oh, he is. He is.
Squad 312.
Well,
1390 Beach Street
Gotta get a
on a
PA
missing person
system on our
report.
next
Party
car,
is
'cause-
vulnerable and has several medical diagnoses. Cannot be teleserved. And looks like he is a frequent runaway.
Just tell him to pull around the corner, will you? I don't want to get rear-ended here.
Yeah.
on the
Yeah.
road.
36.
all right, go up to that next corner and pull around the corner, okay?
As we walk in, we see an undercover.
This is this white. See this thing? This car's been out here all night.
Yeah.
793 PWD. Oh. I'm just gonna talk to him. Keep an eye out for that other car, will you?
Yep.
Here they come. parking there.
Okay.
I copy you in rotate 41 Maryland for burglary covering General Berg. 39 minutes.
Is that an alarm or what is that?
And
I believe that was an alarm.
315 drive-through motion.
No, that's the Burger King. Right. So that young man was very apologetic. He knew he had gone through it. He thought he was going to make it. He's going to a relative's house. And he admitted to trying to get directions to the address on his GPS.
We're actually on the scene at that Burger King right now.
And
We're not
the law in Minnesota is you can use a GPS as long as it's mounted.
Right.
You can't be using it in your hand.
So the vehicle just pulled away from the drive-thru. 40 minutes.
Gotta be mounted, but a very nice young man, totally sober. Understands he could have been broadsided. Now he's gonna see all these cops up here at Burger King and think, oh, they changed their mind.
And 315, you're clear?
Yeah, someone just posted there was just someone shot in Powderhorn Park.
40 minutes.
Really? In Minneapolis, huh?
Yep.
Not good. I'll tell you what, though, this last week, we really had a far less crime in St. Paul. Knock on wood, which we don't have any in here. Closest thing was a wood-paneled station wagon my dad used to drive. Remember those?
Oh yeah, we had one.
Jesus, who puts wood paneling on the side of a car? So they stopped a car that was leaving. I'm guessing they're in the drive-through exit. There was an alarm here. Probably to our right. We're gonna see something.
I think they just saw him leaving. I don't think they stopped him.
Okay.
Three, two, one.
Here we are.
3, 2, 1. Building secure. This will be false alarm with 315 and 2400. And you can put us back on the SIP. That's 42 minutes.
So you're saying YouTube is working?
Yeah. Check it
It doesn't pop up on my phone. I don't know why that is. I just don't know why.
Yep, YouTube's good.
How many are on the YouTube right now?
6.2.
We haven't really had many chases on our side of the river for a while, have we?
Mm-mm.
It's sort of like the message has gotten around, which is good.
Yep.
Cowboy, there's a country western. It's good to have a cowboy in town once in a while.
Yeah.
That's good, right?
Yeah. How you doing?
Good, how are you?
Good.
Have a good night.
You
Looking
too.
sharp. Thank you. So I have a question for you. Not being that tech savvy. So does the backseater group, do you share that to the backseater group when it starts the video?
Yes, I do.
And then do the backseater group get to have their own video to comment on so they're not on the main page? Because I know when I share it to the Live on Patrol page, then the comments there just go on that page.
They have to, I believe they actually have to go to the video itself. Once they go to the video itself, I believe they have to comment
Two
on.
males were trying to break into a
Doesn't
vehicle.
work that way on the other page though. If I share it to from mine to the Live on Patrol, they get their own comment stream.
Oh,
I didn't know if some of the backseaters had just decided to go that way or. And maybe while it's live, it's all on the same page.
yeah, no, this one, you can comment on, let's see here. You can comment just right on the page
Yep.
in relation to it,
Yep.
but on the Bob's backseat page, nobody is. They must be going to the video and then
Okay.
commenting there.
Interesting. Good to learn how all this works.
Squad 2166.
2166.
2166.
10-8 for warning. White male, no, investigate.
Like I ran over a
Copy, warning for
truck
defense.
garbage. Sometimes when the air is cold and clear, you can see a long way. I'm not saying tonight's one of those, but even like looking
And
across that
now,
bridge.
325, it's going to be westbound on Sims Avenue. Colors in a white Volvo and out with them. Copy.
Did you say out with them? 325?
Let's see here.
217, I come to check the area, 10 Sycamore Street, west for 911 only phone. Open line.
Another male with a pole. Two guys were trying to break into a vehicle.
And was that car I've seen westbound? What's the address we're looking for?
883 Payne.
Okay. I realize we just drove by that call, right?
Of course. The white Volvo is the complainant.
We just drove by.
Yep. This was last seen northbound on Edgerton, so I'm not exactly sure.
Are we looking for people or for
People.
cars?
Hmm? They were on foot.
Two guys with a pole.
Yep.
Two-man parade. Flag.
Started off at the North Star Bar and Grill, which I think is the old Louis.
Okay, this is what, 960, right?
Yeah, it's between. It started off at York.
Yeah, which is right down
Yep.
here. And we think they're going up Edgerton,
Yep.
northbound. So, Edgerton and York, working northbound. Could be in the field.
Is that a squad there? Yep. There's the white Volvo. Looks like they got plenty of help
Yeah,
there.
traffic jam. Well, I used to call two guys in a truck for moving.
163.
I've used them a
Traffic
lot.
on the CAD with 189 and 111.
Now we got two guys in a pole. So listen for a pole
Cab, you want to go see if it's on
banging
the-
against the ground. Dink.
Could you an 82 Tango? Could you an 86 Tango?
You know,
5182 Tango.
5186 Tango.
how's it going?
Noise complaints, Central Park, Victoria East, Victorian section. The very south side of the park near the
You're
picnic
kinda working
table,
late, huh?
baseball field area, there's at least 4 juveniles partying.
You're what?
and loud.
Oh, okay. But you got those poles and you got that
5182
those
Tango.
stuff in your hand, so
Oh, yeah, because we got lots of fishing.
okay. How'd you do?
Did okay. Caught some pretty good sized walleyes.
What? You can't fish for walleye yet in Minnesota, so I'm gonna pretend you didn't tell me that.
129.
We were in South Dakota.
Hey, what can you catch in Minnesota right now?
With 115.
Panfish or what?
We catch, well, it depends where you're fishing at.
Well, my kid's out fishing. I just wonder if you can't. I'm sure
You
you,
can catch walleye down in Red Wing,
you can on the
bottom of the Red Wing.
in the river there or what?
Bottom river, you can catch them. I think, if I can recall correctly, you keep like, I think 1 or 2.
Is it? I don't know. I thought it was May, like first weekend,
Well,
but
that's
from
statewide.
statewide.
Yeah.
But there's certain areas you can catch them earlier.
I think down there, they've been catching them quite a while.
Where do you fish in South Dakota?
We went went down Wabe.
Yeah, I'm not familiar with. Is it a lake or
Big lake down there.
big lake?
It's probably one of the best for walleye.
Oh, it is. Good for you. All right. Well, I'm glad to see you had some success. We got a call on a guy breaking into cars. That's why we're here.
Well, that's good.
Yeah, we're looking for a guy carrying a pole, but those aren't really poles. Those are more like sticks, right?
These are stuff to get my boat
Very good.
fucked up for the night.
Have a good one. Fishing in South Dakota.
Yep.
And 321, I do not believe that they are currently doing any more pings on
That's
that.
pretty smart. You go to South Dakota to fish early.
There you go.
That's South Dakota people. They're smart. They know how to lure us over there.
Uh-huh.
You don't have to wait till May 11th.
2364.
You gotta figure out what the fishing rules are. I don't think my 15-year-old son needs a license. I always get a license, but I haven't got one yet. He doesn't need a license right now, does he?
I don't think so.
Two in the vehicle, so
Go 3 and 4.
3 and 4.
You just log a plate 724 Romeo Golf Zulu.
54 minutes.
Lake Wabe, W-A-U-B-A-Y. Song says her husband is there right now.
Cool. What part of, is it like southeast? South Dakota or?
273.
Song, what part of South Dakota is Lake Wabe in?
I've driven through most of the state, huh?
And gang unit 000.
Copy, 57 minutes.
Don't need a fishing license in Minnesota till you're 16.
Good to know.
2364.
Good to know.
Tom called back requesting contact with the caller at apartment 204.
2364, copy.
67.
Stop in there.
5180 for Tango Squad driving.
Is that, I mean, I've never seen the lighting on in there when I've come by at nighttime. I know you and Tom go to the Mexican restaurant down the street here pretty regularly. Is this a new one? Or has there been?
I'm not sure how long. I think under this name it's new.
Well,
This is where
on one
that-
hand it says Sonia's Steakhouse, and then it says Mexican
Starting on
Grill
scene.
below. I don't know.
55, sorry.
We should try this sometime. What is it?
Yeah, I'm telling you, my mouth is watering looking at that.
Authentic Mexican tamale. But they got hamburger. They got a Hawaiian burger, a Mexican burger, El Perro hot dog. Well, that might be good. Raisin pineapple tamales. Well, something's not right about that. now we got pineapple taking over.
Oaxaqueño tamales.
Secretariat of Shoreview, 4655 Victoria.
That looks good. That red salsa and jalapeno with cheese tamales.
26, 60 received.
Approaching 26 over Petra Delta 1.
Another chase in Minneapolis.
Jesus Christ.
Just an update. We are code 4 custody.
Alright, I'm with you.
Copy. Terminated pursuit at this time at 59.
And it's over.
Check that place out.
Auto alarm at the
Yeah,
tire storage.
that's where
Charlie. There was a
that
video.
Hamburguesa Gordo used to be, the big fat hamburgers with ham and bacon and cheese.
Three Tempest.
Here's the place.
67.
Yep.
You guys take me usually. Right
Yep.
there.
Absolutely, Dana. Dylan, happy birthday coming up on April 28th. Thanks for watching us.
6 for a squad area.
Yeah.
We gotta take a little trip over to the west side.
Yeah.
Let the people over there know
308.
we care about them.
Yep. Wabe is near the South Dakota
Wait,
border
drop
on
the
Highway
patch and
12.
Go normal traffic, or are you still?
Where is it at? South Dakota border and where?
Highway
You can clear
on
channel.
Highway 12.
Heavy L Tech 1 is clear, and we'll go normal traffic on Lot 1 at 15 minutes.
You learn something every day. I didn't even know about that lake, and I certainly didn't know they had good fishing.
South Dakota's supposed to have pretty good fishing for walleyes.
Well, whenever I go to a restaurant, you know where they say they're from?
5182.
Canada.
5182.
Canadian walleye. Okay.
You can clear quarter 5. Copy 5.
Seems to be some question if they actually are. It's Canadian walleye.
Jacob says sweet tamales with pineapple and raisin are amazing.
Well, I'm actually going to try it just for you, Jacob.
I've never had a sweet tamale.
I never had. I've never. I mean, honestly, I love those raisins. Remember those little raisins we used to get with what were the name of the brand when you were little? Sun-Made raisins. Your mom would give you a bag of raisins.
Little cardboard box.
Oh yeah, it's supposed to keep you regular too. So, but I've never had any food made with raisins except for the pie at what's the pie place? The pie shops.
Oh, Baker Square?
Baker Square. Oh, there's another one too. Well, anyhow, Baker Square pie, there's a raisin cream pie. Ever had that?
Yes.
Outstanding.
Yes.
Outstanding. Raisin cream pie. Perkins sells them too once in a while, but Baker Square raisin cream pie. That's the only time anybody uses raisins for anything.
3923.
So now we got a new use for raisins. A tamale, a raisin tamale.
Okay, 2022.
Switching to channel 2 on this one.
Cars arrived.
Definitely making some progress on reducing crime on our side of the river.
Most definitely.
St. Paul's west side, which refers to the western side of the Mississippi River. The west side of St. Paul is actually south of downtown St. Paul, but it is on the western side of the Mississippi River. not a huge area landmass. It only goes up to Annapolis, and at that point, after Annapolis, it becomes the city of West St. Paul, a whole new city. And if we went down Concord down to Annapolis, we would run into the city of South St. Paul. None of this makes perfect sense by the locations and proximities, because South St. Paul is right next to West St. Paul.
So forget the compass when we're talking about the west side, West St. Paul, and South St. Paul.
South St. Paul, fascinating though, is a long history of meatpacking plants there. Then South St. Paul along the river, butcher shops, stockyards. Well, people used to bring their cattle here, and they used to get sold and shipped throughout the country. In fact, that was a starting job for so many new people here. If you get a job at the stockyard, you had it made. I think it was Hormel.
Oh, Cliff, I've got to tell you, you've never tried any Mexican food? You must. Oh, my goodness.
He's never tried any?
Never tried Mexican food.
Yeah.
Don't know what you're missing.
Well, I would say start simple.
Enchiladas.
Enchiladas. I would absolutely say that with the right enchilada sauce, you can't really go wrong.
Mm-hmm.
I would definitely say that. Cheese, sauce. Get chicken or beef in them if you want, but start with enchilada.
I love a basic cheese and onion enchilada. That's my favorite enchilada.
Interesting. Mine too. Those are the two things I'd rather have, but that's the same for an omelet. Cheese and onion omelet. My wife and I went to dinner the other night at a place called Oliver's.
Oliver's.
Oliver's is and we were shocked by how nice it was in there. Oliver's is a restaurant at Rice and 694.
Okay.
It's in the first floor of a new housing complex there, just on the north side of the roundabout. Oliver's, and the parking is inside. It looks like there's no parking, but you drive in and it's in the middle of this complex. And it's very contemporary, up to date, very nice. They got a bar in there as well, but their food, we had some nachos there that were just to die for, and not your traditional nachos. They had a special cheese that they had, like a queso cheese on the nachos. So, Congress and Hall. Black Cadillac looks okay.
Dan, you.
How's it going? Everybody good?
How you doing?
Have a good night. Didn't look exceptionally happy to see us. Did you think?
Mm-mm.
You don't see one of those old black Cadillacs out too often, do you?
Nope.
62 copy cancel.
You definitely need some new shocks.
Yeah. There's the Prowler there I always tell you about when I was working this west side. Come over here by St. Michael's. There's a guy standing there. The lighting wasn't as good back then. I'm glad they turned that lighting up. I think that's St. Michael, isn't it? I don't know. I don't think Jesus carried a book.
I think that's probably St. Matthew.
Oh, that's what I mean, St. Matthew. St. Matthew, sorry. St. Matthew.
Yeah, let's
5181 Tango, clear squad full form.
Make sure they get, anyhow, the lighting was never too good over
Clear
here. Right?
Central Squad to start for 538 St. Peter 911 open line on a domestic Or females crying, males yelling in the background. Females screaming, my leg, let me out. Well, and I'm bleeding.
Did she say bleeding? Or I'm leaving?
I couldn't tell
I don't
what
know.
she said.
We're not really that far there.
217, you clear this on the phone.
You hate to run over there when there's other cars that are
Copy,
probably
British
closer, but
Department 310.
we seem to get there first so many times that the car going the other way. Is there a car on this side? Call on this side?
Not that I
On the
saw.
river?
Sorry.
It's really weird. Let's go back to calls and see if...
Alright. 80 clear from the PPV. Alright.
4471, take a second, please.
Nothing in the
Second
area?
squad for White Bear Avenue on E Bravo. 4492.
Pendings?
82 from the PD.
Motor vehicle theft not in progress. Report call.
Where's it at?
358 Winifred.
Yeah, that's right where we were.
480 from the...
That's probably where they were headed, huh? Did they get the call already or not?
No, it's in pending.
4480 PD as well.
Taken within the last 20 to 30 minutes.
What kind of car is it?
A silver Toyota Camry, 885 November Mike Victor.
Write that one down for me if you don't mind.
315.
We're getting a plate down here at Lawson Arcade.
Lawson and Arcade at 110.
arriving.
Oh.
Copy that 110.
Getting hit by a car ain't so bad,
Clear.
but getting hit by a bus isn't too good. Missed it by that much.
Waiting for it coming in on football. I'll be on to it.
305. 305.
We are behind 829 Lawson Avenue and there's a dumpster fire.
The officer fire.
So, St. Peter, right? 538, 28.
538.
38. So, what's the address here on the pole there? 465.
Yep. 538 is that the high rise, I believe.
City Walk? No.
The senior. Clear.
411.
Apartment 310.
Is that still open?
What?
That building there? There used to be a big apartment complex there.
Yeah, I believe so.
Oh, where do you think we are? Up here? I think that's it there, but
We're unable to find this
the
individual.
numbers on
We're
that?
getting at a location.
538. That's it.
Copy. If you could head to 1574 Leon Avenue for a dog barking for 2 hours. The other two calls impending are waiting on callbacks from the caller to determine a location.
what was the Wisconsin plate we were looking for earlier? It wasn't a Grand Prix though, right?
Nope.
112?
ABD. It was a.
ABD.
It was also a Camry.
You might read me the notes on this before we decide if we're gonna
8620.
jump ahead of St. Paul.
8620.
from Palmer Drive to the Anoka jail with one adult.
Copy, 1.
Within 28 meters. That's a problem.
They got previous calls according to the name.
8180.
Like that. Right
8190.
There's open 9. Definitely clear reports when it's still out.
Copy.
We gotta figure out next week how to open up those caller numbers. Like, if you click on caller up there, I have the same up here. I have the same problem in mine. Is it opens, but you can't see the full
can't
number.
see the whole number.
8196.
No.
8197.
Well, that's a different number.
Yeah.
129. There's no one arguing out here. Cancel and open. Oh, copy. Hey. Copy.
Is this squad behind us?
Copy.
114.
See if that's them if they come. Yeah. Nope. Yeah. Is that them? Yeah.
I can't see.
Two on 7.
217.
Call us if you need us.
Try to call back, please. Have a female.
Well, call us if you need us. We will. Thank you very much. Yeah, we'll just hang out here. If things sometimes go downhill here, I think. Yeah. And they said it's
Copy.
the same phone number.
But not answering.
Same phone number as previous calls at 310. You saw that, right? Okay.
Copy that. Or anything?
Copy.
Sometimes more is better. Sometimes more is not better. Got some nice mirrors in there.
Beautiful building.
Yeah. I wonder how it got its name. I think there used to be a clinic here that for colons.
One 29 GOA 111.
What they do? Just prop a door open or what? Must have in case they need us.
Copy.
How are you? Oh, good for you. Do you work here or do you live here? You live here?
4483 a month.
Yeah, we got third floor somewhere, but if they need us, they're going to call us. Hopefully they won't need us, huh?
44.
What's your first name? Terry. Well, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoy it. Oh, I love that building.
4487 house traffic. Quick for check.
Yo, thank you, yeah. You know, it's like kind of like watching the news, clunk, you know. Yeah, what do you do at the Science Museum? Oh, you are. Good for you. I love that Science Museum. You know, actually, when I was little, the Science Museum was right over here. I don't know if you knew that. I used to come down every Saturday, back when it was safe. My mother would drop me off every Saturday morning and I'd go to Science Museum classes till noon. fascinating. Yeah, it was good. Then they expanded to the other building, and then they moved. In fact, now the church, does the Church of Scientology still own the new building? Yeah. Yeah, well, I got interested in dinosaurs in space back in those days. Dinosaurs in space. Yep. Okay. Yep. I got to get down there again. Plus, that theater is great. I wish we had a planetarium, you know, here where you could see. That would be fun. Though I took my son once. Remember where they put the plastic in the veins and the body? They show all the body parts. That was amazing. Oh, those are real bodies that had like plastic put in there. Right before COVID? Yeah. Oh. Sorry about that. Yeah. Well, sure glad that you stopped and said hi.
Nine 938 good pit.
Did you tell him you were watching us?
Charlie Ida Williams. Have I got it? Felony stop.
Well, peek around the corner and say hi to Pat. Right there.
How are you?
Hands up. Gunpoint.
Have your gunpoint.
Yeah, it's busier than last night, but it's
8198
generally a little slower than we thought it would be. But that's good.
Grove 8065, can we get 61 North Fletcher?
Right there, Parkway.
Yeah.
8065, 10-9.
Washington County Chase, they just pit them and have them at gunpoint.
Oh. Hey, thanks for talking to us.
Grove 8105, he's asking for northbound 61 to be shut down. I'll assist with that.
Copy.
8118.
Yeah. Well, good that you're here. We don't get many crime problems right on this street, so it's a good location. Plus, you're close to the hospital if you need one. Where did you grow up? West 7th? Oh, really? Yeah, my relatives were on Stewart. You know where Stewart is down there? Yeah, Dick Fletcher. They live there for... And my cousin, Gail Fletcher, grew up down there. Then she married Dave Cassetta.
30 minutes, the vehicle was parked in front of 1370 feet for NAB. We do not show that as a good address. So if you can check the area, it's going to be a black
Okay.
Cruise.
All good? Nice talking to you, ma'am. Thank you for talking to us. See you guys.
See you guys.
Thank you.
Driver in custody.
Drivers in custody.
Copy, drivers in custody at 122.
Oh, this isn't a kid going down the sewers again, is he? Oh, for crying out loud. Are those spelunker boots? No.
No.
It's a biker.
Grove 8065, we have 2 in custody.
Biker boots.
Biker boots.
Copy, 2 in custody at 122. And can you confirm your final location?
We are underneath Glen Road.
Give me Michael.
Copy, under Glen.
Grove 811. I was on scene at the time of that. We're code 4. 2 in custody. You started to.
Hi.
8118 to 811. Are you good to open up the regular lane?
Was that a woman?
Motorcycle?
Yeah.
Grove 811, did you need an additional tow And aside from the one for the squad?
811, just one for the suspect
That's a real
vehicle
motorcycle.
That's
and
a
one
real
for the
motorcycle.
squad.
That is a real motorcycle. Real motorcycle. As little Bob used to say, I want a motorcycle.
811 to squad, blocking traffic. We'll have traffic open up here in a minute. Just give us a little bit here.
Liberty cell 179. You got 61 shut off at Glen.
Well,
you
good to
wanna
see a
open up?
successful pit maneuver by Washington County Sheriff's Office.
Yes, indeed.
We like to know that other departments are not tolerating people just randomly running.
21. Just for information, looks like most of the racers went south on 35, just for other agencies to be aware.
Yeah, most of the racers south on 35, 124.
And 6-1, you can clear me out, advise.
Copy, shutting clear 124.
That car's driving without taillights. Could be wrong about that, but is everybody in the black caddy, or is it a different one?
That's a different one.
124.
Well, the headlights are working, so he must have malfunctioning taillights, which I'm sure he'd appreciate.
8196, squad
Someone
clear
letting him
report.
know, right?
ERM 753.
Copy, report 125.
What do you think?
I'll just talk.
Brake lights work, but not tail lights.
How you doing?
81.
Okay, I was wondering what
1581.
Fill me out at Hampton Inn.
Hey, I don't know if you knew it, but you don't
Copy,
have
Hampton Inn.
you don't have any tail lights.
Now is they on there?
Let's
They did the automatic lights, but they come on. Is they
let's
on
take a look. Is your foot on the brake?
Take
Put-
your foot off.
Put it in park.
6 Tango. You can show me route to back 81.
Yep, they're good now.
Copy, sir.
How'd you do that?
How did you do that?
That's the automatic lights automatically come on when I put it in gear.
Oh,
When the lights be on.
But
and you didn't have it on the automatic. Okay, I got you.
Yeah, but you know, when you put your lights on automatic, the tail lights are supposed to come
They're
on.
supposed to come on.
Yeah.
So I got to check into
Yeah, you might have a shorts or something.
Yeah. Thank you for that.
All right.
All right.
You have a good night now.
God bless.
All right.
God bless.
Go ahead. I'm going to go to SA.
All right, carry on.
All right.
Good night.
Well, that was nice. He admitted he did his lights run on. He was, you know, most people would say, "Oh, I didn't know."
Mm-hmm.
Honest human being.
Yes, indeed. Always like
He's got a
that.
switch. He's got a switch. He turns them from when automatic comes on, the headlights come on, but not the tail lights. But if you turn them to on, then the tail lights come on.
Aha.
Well, just for fun too. I gotta drive over here because there must be a fun. Oh, it's a bike lane.
Tango, all with 81.
Copy, 127.
For those of you that looked at the class photo of the class of 1977, you're not going to recognize this, but
Because it looks altogether different.
because there's no steps there that went up to the. But the Penfield down here at 101 East 10th Street, that's where that picture was taken. Now, all those poles you see, those cement pillars, those are all original. when they sold this to this development company, they required them to save the face of the building. And so as you look at that picture, that's where we were standing for the class of 77. Although there was steps leading up to what was first floor, but buildings were built a little different back then. But this is the building at 101 East 10th Street. All those pillars that you can see were from the original construction of the St. Paul Police Department. This building is the original St. Paul Police Department. But when they moved over to by where our jail is, we're over at 425 Grove, and they're at 367 Olive right next to us. They vacated this building, and the deal was that they could do whatever they wanted with the rest of the building. You see the rest of it? It's all been redone, torn down, etc., remodeled. But the front of the building, for historical purposes, had to remain. Unfortunately, there's not even too many people that remember that building. You and I are in that category.
Yep.
So in our day, you'd walk in the front of that building, go up the steps. Wasn't really handicapped. Well, they built a handicap ramp, but it wasn't very handicap friendly in 77. And you'd walk into a lobby. It was just like the old style police stations. There was a lobby with an elevator on the right, elevator on the left, and a desk. And therein sat the infamous desk sergeant.
181.
Nobody went anywhere from that cubicle without getting the desk sergeant's permission.
That's right.
You could come in, you would walk your prisoner right in the front door, which is kind of amazing. Now you drive in. You could drive him in the garage. If there was a garage, you could drive in. But a lot of times you walked them right in, and if there wasn't room in the garage to drive in. But there was a sally port there next door. So you'd walk in, and you have to get buzzed in to get back. In the back, there was a report writing area, and there was a holding cell painted pink. Pink was supposed to calm the people that were in those holding cells. And back past the holding cell was the watch commander's office, the infamous watch commander. Remember that?
Oh, yeah.
Captain Bob Gray was the most regular watch commander.
Young man.
Young man. Sit right here. You tap. Let's see what you got here. And you get the law books out. Book them on this. Book them on this.
Yep.
Dick Weidner. Who else?
128, you can cancel 115. We'll take care of it.
Then they would rotate in, of course. John Nord was the best watch commander and patrolman we worked with ever.
Oh, yeah.
There was an old jail in that building, the old infamous annex. 25 cells that it could hold 50 people. That hopefully on the weekends that was as many as got booked. If you arrested a woman, though, you couldn't book her. You couldn't take her there. You had to take her over to the jail over by the courthouse.
That's right. That's right.
Because we had no room for women at that jail. Back then, the St. Paul Police Department would do the processing in the ident unit. One of the finest men ever to work there, John Kinderman. Remember John?
Oh, yeah.
John Kinderman, St. Paul Police Identification Unit. Mike Warner was up there.
Yep.
Is someone yelling? Is someone saying what's going on?
Yep.
He's not really watching us, is he? Or is he just saying what's going on? We gotta find out. He's hiding behind the building now. Say what's going on.
What's going on?
Bobby Fox, hope you're doing okay in there. Very quiet down here.
Yes, it is.
Quiet everywhere. Here's somebody coming at a relatively quick pace.
86 point right there, no. Copy, 620. 225.
225.
Just finished our call. We'll clear it advise and we'll head back to Charles.
Copy that, and that's 240 Charleston, domestic. Caller was threatening to kick in her window at 143.
All good. South St. Paul.
I don't know what there is to do out on the streets at 1:30 in the morning.
Not much these days.
I guess he's going to South St. Paul. Well, it's time to head to the barn, I think.
Yeah, I think so.
I think we've done the best we can.
7107 Squad Career System.
Definitely was a lot busier than last time.
7107, copy.
Thanks for the chuck wagon.
You're welcome. Were we at 145 East 7th Street where he was yelling what's going on?
Close, yeah.
Male refusing to leave. Black male, 26-foot, thin build, black hoodie, gray pants.
Yeah, probably security and people. The security and security call might have even been Bob that called.
Let's see. Sam with security.
Yeah. Think he's waiting for a bus?
Don't know.
Oh, did you say 7th or 6th?
7th.
Yeah, we were on 6th.
Okay.
But that is 6th, isn't it? Oh, is that a different call?
Yeah, that's a different call.
No, that wasn't 7th then. Because we were on 6th.
Okay.
But we could go check that one out too.
145 East.
Well, unless he probably left the 7th Street one, went down to 6th.
Yeah.
Place and 7th Street. Because it might be a little further east in here because where are we at?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
I think we're at like 90.
Because Ellery's was like 139,
It's
right?
the Block 19 ramp.
I think that's the one next to Ellery's.
120. Yep.
Let's see what's going on here.
Hi.
How you doing?
Good.
We don't want to drive in the ramp right now.
No.
Check the back side. There's the back entrance here. See the windows here pretty good.
Clear. There he is.
Is this impending or is it?
Yeah.
It's hard to open it up. Is he still inside? Is he? Is he in a car? Is he in a car or what's?
He's not in your car. He's sitting in the elevator, the level 1 elevator.
Lever one. Okay. Well, you're gonna swipe the card for us. We'll go in here.
All right.
Did he say level 1 elevator?
4483 cleared for it.
I'll fix it as long as we're here.
83141.
Might as well. Oh, he's got to have a car in there. I bet. In order to get that to open, he's got to have a car. I bet we probably could just hold it open. It's a two-man job. Hope it doesn't fall on us. Yeah, I'm gonna have him take us. What? Can you want to drive us to show us where he is? We'll follow you. Pretty much 100% certain he's a homeless person, but if the private business owners want him to go someplace else, we do have a right to ask him to leave. It ain't that much fun for us, and at this point, the shelters won't be able to get him in either. See if we can convince security to let him stay there.
4471 Fletcher, clear traffic.
Never any fun.
No.
144.
To go to these calls, and it's a little nippy out here, so actually would be our preference. Pretty sure we just went this way, right? This song jumps into my head. You know which one it is, don't you? Loo. I don't remember the exact words. Put your right foot as you put your left.
321.
Okay, Eric. He now lives at 1375 Furnace, and he is code 4. His friend is with him now.
All right, we'll be back in
Copy.
here shortly.
Code 4 at 1575
We're
Furnace.
gonna see if we can
At 140.
check out this problem.
Did you and anyone?
One 6-3.
174.
174.
189.
189.
Anyone else for EOT? Good night, 144.
We're good, thank you.
145. And information. 2 squads for 2 o'clock EOT, squad 362.
Squad for 2 o'clock EOT, squad 261.
61.
264.
264.
280.
280.
Any other squads for 2 o'clock EOT? Is someone at 3? I copy any other squads? Squads, have a good night, 145.
Hang on a minute, I gotta get some space, clear up some stuff in here. Pat, I'm gonna put your stuff in the back, is that okay?
Yep.
Yeah. Maybe you can move your seat up just a hair there, Pat.
Can we get a squad that can go to regions? They have a gunshot wound. Victim that arrived at regions that said this happened at 735 White Bear.
Okay. 735 White Bear.
We have a Boston copy as well.
028 copy.
All right. Come on, sit right there, okay? Don't touch
And
anything.
028, if you get another squad available, can you have them go check the area that right there?
There. Want some ding dongs?
325, did you check that
Keep those
area?
up.
Approved.
Thank you.
147.
You gonna help us get out? I'll follow you back so we can get out. Come on, what's the address in Roseville you live at?
2550 Cleveland Avenue.
2550 Cleveland?
Yes, sir.
Is that the key? Is that the
Keys in.
keys in? Yeah. All right. That box there, there's more Twinkies and stuff you can eat. Okay? In fact, you can take the whole box. We're gonna give you a little money when you get out, so a couple bucks, so you don't have to be stealing out of cars. Where are we going?
Sure, I'm sorry, copy now to 145.
What's that song again?
Here we go. Loo. So, as fate would have it, we've run into our young man that was in the car over at Lunds and Byerly's.
Yeah, I was just trying to find somewhere to sleep.
So, there's a call at... Well, I'm going to check out on this one here. Is it still impending?
I believe so.
What was it, 145 or what?
Shoot.
You better check that.
Yep. Give me a second.
What's the address?
Oh, it's been dispatched. 145 East 7th.
Okay. What's the address on Cleveland?
2550.
2400.
2400.
Yeah, we're handling the call at 145 East 7th Street. We're going to transport this party up to Roseville at 2550 Cleveland from here. It's one male party. His mileage is 51457. And I guess you can just mark it. Well, we'll clear it when we drop them off. Just assisted.
Copy, 217 can be cleared.
217 copy, no BWC.
Please insert your parking ticket. Please insert your parking ticket.
Thank you.
Yep, welcome. Have a good night.
You too, thank you. You bet. So, a little hard up on luck lately, Cole? Just having some bad luck or what?
I just got divorced like 2 months ago, so.
Oh, you did.
Sorry to hear that. How long were you married?
3.5 years.
Yeah. Sorry.
51 from 86 Tango area.
Now, are you, Kamal, is that a Somali name? Huh? So I studied Somalia. So from which part of Somalia? Puntland?
I've never been to Somalia. I was born in Cairo, Egypt.
You were born in Cairo, Egypt?
My dad is wealthy, but my dad and mom deceased.
Okay. Yeah, Egypt's a good place for business, huh?
150.
How old are you, Kamal?
26.
26, yeah. Eat as many of those as you want, because we can't eat them all. You see, there's Twinkies in there, and there's a little chocolate ones. Help yourself. We're big Twinkie fans.
Yeah, me too.
Do you have a room up there? So if we drop you off?
Like the Ramsey County Sheriff, they took over $300 out of my wallet, and I don't know why.
When was that?
Just like a couple hours ago.
No, did you go to jail?
No, I didn't go to jail.
Well, we were the ones that saw you in the tunnel, but we left you with the police department. You said someone had taken your money, though, but where did your money get taken from and when?
I don't know. Obviously, one of the cops had to take it.
No, you didn't have $300 in your wallet.
No, I seriously did it a lot. I seriously did that in my wallet.
Why would you be going through a car if you had $300 in your wallet?
No, that's after I lost the money. I tried to get the money back so I could get a hotel.
Yeah, but you said, but when did you run into did you run into the police before you were in the truck? See how that works? You were in the truck and then you ran into the police.
Sure.
Right? In either case, do you get some assistance from the government? You have government assistance, so you get some money?
I get EBT cash.
Yeah, it's an EBT card for food?
Yeah, that's not for that's $200. I don't get it for another 2 weeks.
You get it on the first of the month? That's all you get, though?
Well,
That's not enough, is it? So did they give you a ticket when you were at Lund's, or what did they do? Like a piece of paper?
They gave me
Trespassing ticket. Well, there are ways to get help without taking things into your own hands. But do they have counselors at the inn to help you at the hotel? Like during the day, do they have some workers? Well, they help you sign up for other benefits.
Yeah, they do have stuff like that, but my main thing is just trying to lay low and wait till I get my commercial driver's license.
Okay. Well, that's commercial driver's license. That's CDL. That's a good thing. You can drive semis and stuff. But you do realize that you won't do very good in that job if you keep smoking marijuana, right?
I'm gonna quit.
You're gonna have to quit the marijuana. Otherwise, they'll never let you drive a truck. Sometimes to get over a little bit of depression, it's not a bad thing. But long term, you can't be under the influence of marijuana.
Nothing, come on. I'll let you know.
780 Colon, suspicious vehicle parked running by the police garage.
It's a small world, as we say, Patrick. Sir Patrick?
Yes, it is. Of separation are less than that 6.
So when's the last time you've been to Cairo? How old were you when you left there?
When I was 6, my mom and dad passed away and I came back.
So who did you live with after your parents passed away?
My grandmother.
Your grandmother? Does she live here or where? Like New York, New Jersey, or East Coast? Or here?
Minneapolis.
Minneapolis? Okay. Because there's a lot of Egyptian people on the East Coast, too. So where'd you go to high school?
I graduated from Columbia Heights.
Oh, yeah, good for you. Did you ever go to the hookah up there? The hookah on Central?
No, but I wasn't a big part of it.
No.
I went to Dunwoody Tech. I got my 2-year associate's degree.
Oh, fantastic. Well, you sound like a guy that would benefit from a little bit of help. We might be able, Pat and I might be able to help you, right?
Absolutely.
We might be able to help you.
But it's just, ever since my divorce,
We like to help people that have some potential like you. You sound like you got potential. What do you need to make your next step? Yeah, what do you need? What's your next plan? Everybody has to dig out one step at a time. What is it?
I'm just looking for a CDL place so I can get my license.
Well, I mean, there's a lot of them. You know, there's that interstate driving school down in South St. Paul.
There's one Hey, can you put the heat on for like 1 second?
Yeah. Heat. Okay, this is a complicated thing, these cars now. Getting the heat out in the back of a car. Climate. Rear climate. Rear climate off. Okay, let's turn the rear climate on.
312, I copy you now to 1160 Hawthorne for a white Escalade that's driven past Color's house several times in the last
Okay, it should be
little
high
bit of
back
time
there.
while you
Warm me up a little bit.
You feel it? Feeling the heat?
You're welcome. I'm gonna make a quick stop here, Kamal, before we drop you off. What do you like better, the Twinkies or the Ding Dongs?
My Twinkies, guy.
Twinkies? You can just leave the wrappers on the floor.
No, I'm putting them back in the box.
Well, that's nice of you, but Pat and I aren't that neat anyhow.
I just put them back.
Alright, go for it.
Put them back in the box.
You knew when we ran into each other before. You knew my name. How did we meet once, or you just know me?
I seen you on Facebook.
Facebook? Okay. Okay. I work a lot with the Somali community now, so
You're like pretty famous on YouTube, Facebook and YouTube. So.
not really.
50,000
5186 Tango, clear dispersal.
Copy dispersed, so generous.
Put that on mute for a minute, will you? Yep.
Do you have any children, Kamal?
No, I have sibling. I have an older sibling and a younger brother.
Do they both live here in the cities?
Yeah, one lives in Plymouth, one lives in Maple Grove. I was once married before. I was married at the age of 20.
129, I'll start for your DOC.
I got divorced at the age of
Squad was
24.
Snelling Charles, conflict driver.
I lived in Arizona for 4 years. Then I started to realize I'm not really paying $1,480 for a one-bedroom apartment.
Yeah.
What kind of work were you doing then?
I was working at Best Buy.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Their squad was this.
129, I'll let you
Which
know.
one were you at?
Copy's gonna be a male and a
One
female.
Best Buy, Eden Prairie.
In Prairie? Yeah.
Kevin?
Every month for a year, we hit bonus. So we always got bonus checks.
Yeah. Did you quit that job or what? Or
What happened was they just knew. What happened was they just wanted to get new people from different parts, like California, Florida. People that are like very, very like commercial and stuff like that.
yeah. Well, call your relatives. Not tonight, but call your relatives and tell them you need some help.
Yeah,
All right.
Yeah, but you know, my mom and dad are deceased. But
I know, but you got brothers, you said. And
yeah, I got brothers. He's married and a wife that's married. They're trying to figure out their own lives.
yeah. Well, have you tried getting a housing voucher?
No, how do you go about that?
I'm going to work on that for you.
Do you have a cell phone number?
I do, but I just want you. If you're at some point you need to find me, I just need you to call a 911 and tell them to get me a message, okay? Just
You have an email address?
huh?
Are you on email?
I'll tell you what, do you have a cell phone?
Yeah.
I'll give you my number before you get out here, okay?
My phone is dead. Did you want to take mine now?
Yeah, I do. I'll take mine and I'll call you and we'll figure something out. We were here a couple weeks ago. There was a guy going crazy here. Were you here that night?
No, I don't recall.
Oh, the guy was going nuts. Alright. Hang on a minute. I gotta find my phone now.
9171 going.
Alright. Mute that for a minute, will you, Patrick?
Yep.
Razor Automotive with one.
Hang on.
Alright.
Kamal, take care.
8620, clear.
You got your wallet, right? Okay.
Smart guy.
Yeah, actually, very.
Yeah. Got work history and education. Just fell on some bad luck. We could probably actually help him. See, the thing is, you know, remember that Sean that we ran into way back in a little Volkswagen?
Yep, sure do.
My wife is an expert on. She used to work for Human Services.
Okay.
She knows the system inside and out. And
Civil disagreement.
plus, she's very good at that kind of stuff, as you know. Besides being smart about it, she just
20 Exchange Street East. Security reporting a disorderly male loitering, walking back and forth in front of the address. 30-year-old late.
a kid like this that's got some smarts, she'll be able to help him figure out how to navigate the whole system. And I don't know. He could work, like you said, he worked at Best Buy. I think he could work, be successful. Got a Dunwoody Institute degree. In fact, I know, I'll tell you what, we'll start helping them, and our backseaters will help us help them. You know that, right?
Oh, yeah.
So, are you reading any comments? Are they interested in helping them, or what are they saying? I hope you backseaters are interested in helping a guy like him. He's somebody that we could either make or break in this life, you guys. Right, Patrick?
Indeed.
Guy had a kind soul, didn't he?
Yep, you could tell.
Kind soul. Well, divorce can really break you up, so that's what caused his life to go in a tumble. He's just got to work on that marijuana addiction. Although he could probably make it fine in Colorado. Take that, you Coloradoans.
But certainly could never be a commercial driver.
No.
If he doesn't quit that.
Yeah.
Can we clear this?
Oh yeah, sorry, thanks. Radio's off?
Yep.
$2,400 on mileage is 51470, and we are clear.
Accurate fuel. There's an address 2579 Charles for a male refusing to leave. Leon Welch, 0 black male, green t-shirt, green jacket.
I can start.
Yeah, there's a lot of people willing to help.
He appreciated the box of Twinkies that other backseater dropped us off tonight. Couldn't have gone to a better use.
129, why don't you break me? I'll be on that in about 20 seconds.
Hello, break me as well.
128, you can probably just cancel 128.
128, be clear.
Thank you, Joel.
Remember that when we were, well, you weren't with me, we were working the homeless detail. The first year I was here, there was a homeless guy that was coming for food, but he was sleeping in his car. He was working at the Holiday gas station, but he didn't have a place to sleep. But he was working at Holiday 10 hours a day to make a living, sleeping in his car. So it was really cold. It was a polar vortex. So he came to the Union Depot to sleep. Really smart kid, just trying to figure out how to get a place to consistently have to sleep. I don't know how you get up for work every day sleeping in your car. I We slept in our car one night when we went on vacation when the road was blocked. And
21 show me available.
that's not exactly
Okay, see you there,
the way to wake up and feel fresh to go to work.
No.
Anyhow, a lot of people out in the world, ladies and gentlemen, just like them all, falling on some hard times. I often say it could happen to any of us. I hope you'll consider helping us help people like him. And thankfully, with our friend Sean, we were able to get some good helpers. Kamal might need some help too, so. It's no accident we went to those 2 calls.
Nope.
There's a higher power involved, and the only question is, there's a knock at the door. Are we going to do our part?
Yep.
There's no guarantee we'll put all the pieces together, but we just got to do our part. So we're going to wrap it up for tonight. We're going to call it a night. It's 2:15 in the morning here in Minnesota.
917172, check the status.
Don't be surprised if we pop up periodically.
You never know.
Try to give you a little warning, but
2165.
We weren't even sure we were going to do it tonight.
no.
1267.
No, because the Sandman was knocking.
The Sandman was knocking really hard.
Got a silent alarm for 803 at the lodge, covering 154
Is it
entrance door.
Sandman?
He's requested dispatch. They're not in the room.
Maybe I got the wrong character in the wrong song.
2163, copy.
250.
All right, folks. Thanks for being with us tonight. A lot of different opinions on
EOT.
how we dealt with Kamal.
Oh, really?
Yep.
But
Some people don't think
he deserved it.
he deserved it. But
Well,
you know,
if you're that person, I'm really glad you're listening to us, because you're going to give us a chance to convince you the other.
that's right.
There, but for the grace of God, go the rest of us. How would you like to be born in a foreign country of Somalia, move to Egypt, have both your parents die when you're 6 years old?
6 years old.
6 years old, and try to struggle your way? I'll tell you what.
Somebody, I'm going to word this probably a little bit wrong, but someone said what he chooses to do with any help he may get speaks to him. For us to turn our backs on him would speak of our character. And we choose not to do that. Do what you choose to do. This is what we chose to do.
Yeah, and just take a lesson from the story in the Bible about the Good Samaritan. Of all the rich people and hoity-toities that snubbed their nose and walked by the people in need. And the Samaritan decided to help the man and take him home. We're going to end on that. Trust me, if you doubt the amount of help people should give, part of it is, I can tell you, I even know from firsthand experience, part of it is it just feels easier not to accept the responsibility, because once you accept the responsibility for others, it's an overwhelming feeling of the amount of need out there. But all you do what you can with what you got, with where you are, and you leave God handle the rest.
Exactly.
Just treat people with kindness. Go ahead there, Patrick.
Thanks again for being with us, and be kind.